What is up, guys? At the Young AG, at the Garrett Clymer. This is the Laced Up Show, episode 11, I believe. May have lost track. Coming at you a little late, guys. I had to stop and get some frozen yogurt, and you guys know I'm super gross, so I got it all over my face. Think I got all of it, but had some dope froyo. It was a good day yesterday. It was a great week. But I'll let Garrett start out and let you kind of talk.
About what?
About you trying to dump your Palmers right now.
Oh yeah, I got the LeBron Palmers, the 12s, size 10.5, 9 out of 10 condition, trying to dump them right now. Little rant to start out the show. I've probably touched on this before, he has, but I got a problem with Instagram right now. Every time I'm trying to sell a shoe or whatever, people message me, oh dude, I got this trade. I was like, maybe I'll see what's up. Then they go to my freaking Instagram, they look at all the shoes I have, they're like, what about these? What about these? What about these? It's like, I'm trying to get rid of one shoe, not my whole collection. Like, quit trying to rape people's freaking sneaker collections to build yours. I mean, for real. Stay true to the business and, take what you can get. Don't try to go out and catch oops you can't throw down,
Yeah, totally. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think that's bound to happen. That actually helped me out. Guys, I'm about to pop something out here. These are sexy, beautiful. I would lick them because you probably could because of that clean. Everyone should know what this is.
That's one of my grails.
Everyone should know what this is. Look at these insoles, perfect condition. So beautiful. Super high, and I might still dump them because that's what resale is on these right now. But man, they're just the lace locks. I mean, see this.
The different tongues, the custom insoles.
Oh, I know.
Everything on the shoe.
I don't think you guys can see it, but you guys can look at pictures. But you got the LeBron James King there. You got the Dunkman logo on the back. And you can just Garrett would be better at it than me, but go through the colorways and kind of explain.
I can tell you every LeBron on that shoe right now.
Every LeBron on this shoe. Garrett, that's how much Garrett loves it. You got the Fruity Pebbles lining, right? This is the Fruity Pebbles lining. So
I could out LeBron you on that.
And this is the graffiti. He could out LeBron me, and I don't even care. So because I have these and Garrett doesn't right now, and that's okay with me.
And I'm mad because I want those so bad.
Dude, so mad. And
trade for Palmers?
No trade for Palmers. I'm gonna hold out, man.
Okay,
I will be accepting trades though. If anybody wants to trade or anything like that, just give me a shout. Size 10.
Size 9 through 11.
Size 9 through 11, man. Just hit me up with whatever you got. I love samples. I love weird stuff. So just hit me, man.
9/11.
9/11. Hashtag gas doesn't melt steel beams. But just kind of what we're going to talk about is kind of I guess we're going to kind of hit our releases because we were thinking, and our last show was over 2 months ago. And we've seen a lot since then. We've heard about a lot of things coming out since then. I know one of Garrett's favorite things is set to come out in 2015, and that's going to be the Royals. But there's just a lot of stuff coming out that because it wasn't publicly known. What's your thing you're most excited for, man?
I'm excited about those breads coming out. And then when I heard the Royals are coming out too, it's like, man, do I want the breads or the Royals? So that's a big thing for me right now. Also, Adidas is cranking out NMDs faster than they can make them over there in Berlin or wherever Adidas is set up in Germany. I hope it's in Germany.
Germany, man.
Germany? Okay, cool. Adidas. But yeah, they're creating a bunch of MDs right now. I got the Royals and the breads coming out again for the ones. Have we got word on the bread 4s with the Nike Air yet? So we had confirmation on those?
I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen confirmation, so I don't want to say anything yet and be wrong. But I'm just looking, and there's so much crap that's been that just wasn't publicly available at the time. One super dope thing, the Ultra Boost metal packs, right?
Yeah. Silver better than gold? This one case?
I'm gonna go bronze better than all three.
Really?
Or better, the best of the three. I think I would rank it bronze, gold, silver.
Really?
Yeah, I wear more earth tones. I think that would work better with my outfits.
Yeah, the chocolate Ultra Boost also. You know how you feel about those?
Oh yeah, absolutely. How do you feel about the NMD XR ones?
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
They're
okay.
there.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I like them. I think it's. And if you guys haven't seen these, I can whip them up here real quick. I haven't seen price point yet. It's probably gonna be like 200 or something. You think? But it's basically like an
hmm
NMD with like a trainer vibe, you know. And they're a thing. The Jordan 5. Oh, you got me, bro. I didn't think they were called Olympics. They are Olympics. They're just releasing hella late. What do you think about those, man?
I y'all know I like the 5. I just can't wear them, but that I'm just not feeling those. I'm not liking those at all.
If you could only cop two shoes for the rest of the year, what do you cop?
Ooh, for the rest of the year, of what's about to come out.
Yes,
This is
I know
realistically, or if I had money.
both. I know one, man. The Mama Curiel 11s.
Maybe, man. Maybe, man. Those are top 5 for me right now. But I got the breads. The True Blue 3s are not making the list. I'll tell you why. Because I really don't need them, but I do love them. Um, See what Kanye rolls out, because I know there's gonna be some Yeezys 2016. You know, around the holiday they're gonna try to pop a couple out.
Oh yeah, totally.
So unrealistically those two, but realistically probably some Flyknit Prestos and maybe some Chukkas. It's about how I
Before the
roll.
before the end of this week, this dude's trying to get Flyknit Prestos right now. If you have Flyknit Prestos under $80, just go Garrett's way.
I don't have the dollars right now. I need to get rid of the Palmer so I can have the dollars to buy the Prestos and keep the rest of my dollars and pay for college.
Boo! College sucks. Boo! If I had to pick three, I'm gonna go Jordan 3 or 2. It's kind of a tie. Jordan 3 wool is number one for me. People have kind of been
Oh, really?
Oh my god, that midsole! I think it's like off white. And I know 200's a lot, but that's just flames to me. In case you guys haven't seen these, it's like basically just like a wool Jordan 3. Uh,
Pretty much, man.
Second, I'm gonna go, and I don't even know what I would wear these with. To be honest, I don't know where I would wear them. I don't know what I'd wear them with. But the nylon Jordan 12s.
You like those?
Oh, I love those, dude. The windbreaker material on the upper, just straight flames to me. Straight flames.
You think Cody would be
And,
about those?
huh?
You think Cody would be about those?
Oh yeah, Cody's gonna be about those. He loves Jordan 12s.
He
Um,
does. Shout out to Cody.
Shout out to Cody. He's definitely gonna be about those. And I hate 11 lows. And if you guys watch the show, 11 lows actually were one of the shoes that fits worst for me. Those are flames.
Oh
Is
yeah, the
that
gold
coming on
11
a
lows. I like those.
with the tumbled leather? Tumbled leather looks so sexy on it.
It was nice in the 72 and 10s, but I feel like the white is just going to be so much better.
Oh, I know. The white is just gonna. I feel like set that. The white tumbled leather is gonna set that gold off. Um, we saw a sneak peek of LeBron 14. What do you think, man?
Wiggins Soldier 7. I don't know. It's like, okay. All
Okay.
right, this is my take on it. We have the 13, and it is what it is. We're not going to talk about it. Then we got the 13 low, which was better than the 13s. And the lacing system on the 13 low was nice. Nice. So they brought out that system from the 13 low, incorporated on the 14, which is cool, because you're building on what you have and making it better. But then they take, it looks like the upper and the booty design of the Soldier 10, and they incorporated that in there as well. Then as for the sole, I don't know what the sole is, what's going on with that, but I mean, do you, LeBron? I mean, Nike's making a shoe for you, so it needs to be about best suits your game. It's not about the consumer.
And here it is, guys. If you guys haven't seen it yet, super dope. I forget. I love to credit people. I forget who dropped it. I'm sneaking on Sneaker Watch. I can almost 100% guarantee you Sneaker Watch didn't drop it. They copy everything.
Thank
I
you
don't
for
know why
giving who you
everyone's
found the
hating.
picture from a shout. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Right. People realize this is just like an updated Jordan 11, right? Like the silhouette, the straps, the lacing. Like it has even the midsole kind of. I can kind of see it because it's kind of like a. I don't know how to describe it. Architectural design, kind of like sloped. Um,
Wavy.
Wavy. Wavy is a good word. I think these.
There's the thumbnail right there.
I think these are flames. You wouldn't wear these in real life.
Could you wear the Wiggins in real life?
See, I haven't tried them on yet. The Crazy Explosive or whatever. I haven't tried them on yet, and I feel like it's going to be the best hoop shoe out there. So I haven't tried them on, but do I think they'll be great? Yeah, I think they'll be great on. Do I think that I could wear them with something? I need to see a couple different colorways first. An all-white colorway, I could wear it with stuff.
They do look pretty decent with jeans, by the way.
To be honest, I could even wear these right here. I could wear those, dude, with stuff. Nightwing posted that. It's the unprimed knit version. And I think it's like just looking at the material, I think it's kind of a neoprene, which is up my alley. I almost like neoprene better than prime knit. As weird as that sound.
Oh, another shout. A shoe that I just saw again that I forgot about was the black toe ones.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's one right now. I'm just like, oh crap. Because I might put those above the breads. I put those above the breads for me right now.
I'm going to say this. The more I look at the Crazy Explosive, I love it. I could totally wear it with outfits.
Really?
Yeah. I can totally see that with outfits, dude. You got to wear it as a winter thing. And I couldn't wear, like, here's a team version picture. And I couldn't wear, and that's from, where's that from? That's from just like a picture online brand iDot Sports, but
Olympic Flyknits. Olympic Flyknits.
Trash.
They're trash.
I could wear the black ones with some dark jeans, and a cutoff hoodie that I always wear. I could totally rock that. I feel like.
I could wear a project graduation T-shirt with those Flyknits.
You're so dumb. I think a white hoodie would be dope too. So like white hoodie, black, or dark gray jeans, and those black ones. I could rock that, I think. So I mean, there's outfits you can do with them. That said, I still think I think the prime knit version, weirdly, this is gonna sound weird because when we add Nike Flyknit or even prime knit to things, we think more real life lifestyle application. But I'm gonna say the prime knit makes it less lifestyle application for me personally.
Think so? Prime is good for hooping too.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not good for hooping. I would totally hoop in it. I just think I don't know if I could wear the prime knit version in real life. Like it's too plain. I feel like
you're too plain.
I am too plain, but I mean, I think that's super dope, man. I like the Crazy Explosive, and I like the LeBron 14s. Transitioning into that, because you kind of mentioned, and we've talked about in the past, shoes that we really enjoy, but the size just doesn't work for us. And one of mine should have been the LeBron 13 Low. I love it, but I'll tell you a funny story. I was trying it on, and I actually had to have someone who was with me pull it off my foot, like help me pull it off because it was so tight. And I even went
Those
up to
are perfect for me.
Those
are perfect.
I know, man, but my foot's fat. So I mean, kind of transitioning into talking into sizing because you see so many people wearing wrong sizes, and not just wrong sizes, like unquestionably wrong. Like you've got to, like I just don't understand. Like I understand not being able to try stuff on, and sometimes I'll be king of like squeezing or going up in sizes to things, but it degrades the value because, like, for example, ones are good one. If you wear them either too big or too small, you get weird creases in them. Like where creases shouldn't be. If that makes sense.
That does make sense.
And I don't know if people know, but generally you want about the width of a thumb. You want it to be comfortable. Generally, you shouldn't have to break any shoes in, if that makes sense. Obviously, especially high quality leather shoes are going to age, but that's just mainly specifically the leather. Like, you shouldn't have to break in the fit of a shoe normally, and I don't think people understand that.
Yeah, because working with it for a while, not everybody is as into shoes as we are, and they don't know the fit of shoes as well as we do. They're like, and they don't. A lot of people like their shoes different. Like Brooklyn, for example, she likes her shoes too small, like half a size too small. And I'm like, hey, you need to go up half a size. She's like, no, I like my shoes tight. But I mean, it is what it is, and everybody's different as far as their sizing goes. And you can see like her toes, like the creases at the end of the shoe, because that's where her toes are hitting. But that's how she likes her shoes to fit. And there's people like that out there.
There is like that out there, and I think her being a dancer probably has something to do with that.
That too.
But you've got to. A lot of people are taking L's because they're getting shoes that don't fit. And this is coming from a guy like these. I'm not gonna lie, these size 10s are gonna be snug, so snug. But that said, I mean, it's going to be something I still want to rock, or whether I rock or sell them, I can rock them is what I'm saying. And I think people just take L's, like they'll and don't have the resources or knowledge of what to do with it. I saw a lot, especially after the Metallic 5s. This dude bought like 11 and 11 and a half, and to see which one would work because he didn't want to try them on his sword for some reason, and the 11 ended up working, so he's trying to sell the 11 and a half. It's like below retail, and it's like someone was just like, "Yo, return it," and he's like, "I lost my receipt or whatever," and I'm like, "You just got to be like more knowledgeable than that, It doesn't hurt to try them on in store." And I think
there's no shame in trying on shoes. I'm sorry for interrupting like that. There's no shame in trying on shoes, like what you said. Even if it is a release and you do cop a couple pairs for whatever reason, try them on. If you're not at a Nike outlet and they have something crazy on the hash wall, try it on. If you're at like Kickspo or Kicklahoma or something like that, the dudes will let you try shoes on. I've tried a lot of shoes on. Like, I figured out that I need an 11 and 11 lows, where I need 10 and a half in the highs. I learned that at Kicklahoma. I learned that I can wear 10 and a half in in Kobe 9 Elites. The 11 and a half is too big. 11 might be a little big, but there's no shame in trying shoes on because no two shoes are made the same. Even within the same branding, like within Adidas, for example, we'll touch on that later, but Nike for sure, Jordan brand, there's going to be sizing differences between different models, and that's something that people need to remember and realize.
Absolutely. That said, if a store has 4 size 11s, don't try on every size 11. I mean, for the exact same shoe are going to fit the same, but. I mean, just give it a shot, Even shoes that are made in separate years, like some of the older retros are going to fit different than the newer retros, just based on the lasts they used and the things like that. But you're right, especially Adidas. Garrett and I went the other day, and we tried a 9.5 women's in the NMDs, and it almost like legit was basically, it was snug, but it was a fit.
It was a fit. That was crazy. I was like, no way. Because I got an 11 in my NMDs, and to be like 100% honest, they're a little bit big, but it's okay. But the 10.5 is perfect for me. So if I'm squeezing 9.5 women's and 10.5 is perfect on my foot in men's, that's a thing. And Adidas is, I feel like you can go both ways in Adidas.
Oh yeah, we don't even have to touch the Yeezys, right? Like, everyone knows the issues they have.
Weird.
As far as just running like super crazy or super small, and the difference between the 750s and and the others, and it's just a weird and a lot of it is just going to be how different shoes are made, like structurally.
Hmm.
But there is no reason a men's 10 should be anything close to a women's 9.5.
Yeah, yeah, for real. I mean, that was crazy because that's like a men's 8.
That's bizarre. And Adidas needs to get that together, and I think they've gotten a little bit better at it. But the tubulars are another one. I need like a 9 or a 9.5 in some tubulars. And then others, I need like a 10 or a 10.5, and perhaps the GS9s.
Hmm.
So it's just like, man, you've got to measure it out and kind of see. And for those that you don't understand how shoes made, it'd be like a freaking 5 hour long episode if I discussed like in detail how shoes made. Basically, you get a last and you and then whoop, out pops a shoe baby. But as a global brand, they need to get better about that. That's disturbing.
I don't mind.
No, and that's the problem, Garrett, is if you have that, you have, for example, if we hadn't known what size would we had ordered in women's, like an 11 or 12, right?
Oh yeah, because that would have been too big.
And that would have been too big. So I mean, that's the issue you have is we just got to have some kind of like Garrett could probably wear a 10.5 is probably perfect in NMDs for Garrett. A women's 12, which is equivalent of a men's 11 to a 10.5, I can promise you would swallow up his foot, be way the hell too big.
Like my What the Kobe's.
Did not though.
I mean, that's right. I mean, when you think about it, I'm squeezing the 9.5, and it's like a 10 would be really nice. It was super weird. Maybe over there, like the women's is the bigger size, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, there's going to be issues, but it just has to be better.
Be better.
Some people just don't understand though. Some shoes structurally are just going to fit different. Flyknits, mesh shoes are going to fit looser than leather shoes,
Yeah, leather shoes because they're not going to stretch as
They're
much.
not going to stretch as much. But it just depends. You just got to kind of measure it and go from there.
Hmm.
So, I mean, but the lesson being, for example, I was going to get 11 in Prestos because the 10 was, I was going to get 11 in women's because the 10 in women's was too small. Well, somehow, weirdly, like the 11 in women's is too big. Excuse me. And that's what we got to talk about trying on shoes is, if you want to be serious in the sneakers, you have to use two things. You have to use eBay.
Hmm.
Excuse me. And you have to use social media, being Instagram, Twitter, something.
Facebook groups.
Facebook. You have to use at least two of those two things if you're going to be serious about getting sneakers, because there's some sneakers that aren't going to be in your area. You're going to have to expand, search out. You're just going to have to figure it out. But at the same time, it's a thing where you don't want to drive an hour and a half and for a shoe that won't end up fitting, if that makes sense.
Exactly. That's another thing that I'm thinking about right now because those Prestos, the dude's actually also located in Oklahoma. So I'm like, hey, but he's in the Panhandle. We're Central, so it's like, oh God, you know. But if we do a meetup, I don't want the shoes to not fit me or whatever, and him just be like, well, I met you. You're stuck with them, you know, because you have to be smart. And also, if there's a shoe online or whatever, like a colorway that you like, go to your local sneaker store and hey, try on a pair of Ultra Boost, figure out your size, know what you're looking for, because every shoe's gonna run different. Like what we said, the different brands. Just the best thing is, I mean, like he said, just be better, I guess. Like, you have to know what you are in each shoe. Because Flyknit Chukkas, I get 10.5. Flyknit Lunars, I get 11. Just because of the different way the shoes are cut. They're both Flyknit, they're both Nike, but it's the cut of the shoe. And you have to be familiar with, like, the cut of the shoe. Like, you're not going to know every size that you are in every shoe. But it just goes back to part of, I mean, use your best intuition, like be smart about it, you know? You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, totally. You got to do that. You got to, and sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. I'm trying to think of a good example. What's a good
Those
example?
LeBrons. Those LeBrons you just
Those
got.
LeBron fit for real. I legit didn't. I haven't tried on a LeBron 11 for I don't know, like 2 years. The LeBron 11 never really appealed to me.
I
Um,
like them.
with the exception of this colorway and the denim, never really appealed to me. I don't know why. I think just the aesthetic. It was the first super big man LeBron shoe, as in built for a big man specifically. Um, it just didn't appeal to me. I haven't tried one on forever. Garrett's like, a 10 won't fit, and I'm like, shut up, Garrett. I don't care what you say. And I went for it, and luckily it does. But it's not always going to happen. You're going to have to take L's eventually, right?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, L's happen. They happen.
Yeah, totally. Just admit it. Like, just accept it. You're going to take L's on some stuff. It happens. It's definitely, it's just part of the sneakerhead life. There's going to be days where you get what the LeBrons, and there's going to be days where you pay retail for something, and then 2 days later you see it in an outlet for $60 off. There's going to be both of those things happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's just part of the sneakerhead life, and another thing we need to touch on outlets is sizing there. Outlets are a great place to go because even if they're shoes out of your range, they may eventually still be there, or the variety of shoes they have. They'll have so many shoes you may never see or may never have even heard of in your, or maybe just aren't available in your town, and you can go there and you could easily go to a basic Nike outlet and try on 50 different pairs of shoes easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. I mean, I'll go like I don't even know the most I've tried on an outlet. It's probably something stupid. But I mean, no matter when I go, I always try on 3 or 4 shoes just to see, just to get better information about them that I might be interested in. Cause okay, cool story real quick. Rewind, first Kicklehoma I went to was spring break of my junior year. I remember me and Camden went up there, went to Kicklehoma, we did our thing. Then went to the Nike outlet. Super fun time going there. It was kind of dead, but they had Flyknit Chukkas there, size 11. I remember they were the purple and yellow ones. I tried them on, and they were huge. But at the time, I could squeeze a 10. So fast forward. So Garrett's on eBay, looking at Flyknit Chukkas. He wins a bid on some for $26, but they're 10 and a half because he remembers that he tried them on in an 11 and they were way too big. So I got Flyknit Chukkas for $26 in my size, and I took a gamble, and it worked because I was smart and I tried on a shoe anyway. And that's not saying go to every sneaker store you go to and try on 30 shoes because you'll piss off the employees. But that's a thing. Like in Nike outlet, the hash wall, just grab one, slip it on real quick. But
yeah, and the good thing about that is you don't even have to ask employees at a lot of outlets. Like a couple things you will, but most things you can just grab yourself.
Yeah, it's really self-service there, which is something that I like. And the employees are there. It's like if they have a shoe, we could have a whole other episode on the outlet if we wanted to. But there's a dope shoe, but they don't have it in your size, right? You ask them, hey, do y'all have these in the back in my size? Because they're always updating the hash wall. They're always filling it every day. So they'll scan the box or whatever with their little guns, and they'll be like, oh, dude, we actually do have your 10 and a half, 11 in these. And they'll run back there and grab them, and boom.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? This is good. We're going to do outlets next week, guys.
Yeah, outlet video. There you go.
Well, I don't feel like we may even include some live footage of outlets if we make it that way. But I don't feel like that we touched on that enough. And the outlet is a great place to buy sneakers. I don't want to get too much into it because, like I said, that'll be next week. Next week, this time, this place. Oh, crap. No, not. Actually, we're gonna do 9 p.m. next week, guys. So it's going to be 9 p.m. Central Standard Time next week. Outlet episode discussing outlets, how to buy, where to buy, when to buy, everything of that nature.
Outlet how-to video. We're going to teach you guys how to find your shoe. And I've done some stupid stuff trying to find shoes at an outlet.
Absolutely. Outlet shoes for $22. We'll get into it next week. That's such a big episode, and that's such a dope episode. I would just continue right now, but that is all. We kind of just wanted to give you guys a preview of what's coming out, kind of discuss sizing a little bit because we have been seeing a lot of issues with it. Again, if you guys ever have any questions, hit us up at the Young AG, at the Garrett Climber. Follow me also at Sensei6Co. I'm the social media guy over there. We do dope stuff. We'll definitely have some giveaways with Laced Up Show in the future. That said, we are out, guys. See you next week.
See you guys. See y'all, guys.